Hold on. All right, can you hear me now? I think I need to charge this other piece. Okay, I think this piece is off. Can y'all hear me now? Okay, cool. So now that you can hear me, I said I'm gonna do a set of a Qigong. You welcome to follow along. So this is something I do some days. This is super simple. It's a 10-minute set. I'm gonna show you how to do some simple stuff. Okay, so you could just pay attention. So everybody, all right. So the first thing we're gonna do with this Qigong set is that we're gonna stand in place and then we're gonna breathe. Okay, so first thing. Okay, so your feet flat. So your feet are flat on the ground. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna gather energy from the ground. You can watch, which we're just gonna gather. Okay, feet in the grass. Okay, we're gonna gather. Gather. Okay, so that's step one. So you do that 5 times and you gather the energy from the earth and you bring it up to your crown. So you start from down here, you bring up to about your crown area. You turn your hands around your throat. So you go up, turn around your throat, mouth area, and then bring your hands down like that. Okay, that's stage one. How to perform better in bed. You can actually do this in bed too. So let's say you laying down, your hands are right here, you gather. Let's say you laying down. Up, gather. Then you gather. 2 more times. Okay, that's step one. Okay, so step two for this set, like I'm giving you a couple moves, but this will help you. Okay, so this is the next one. So you're sitting. Okay, your feet are about shoulder width apart, like this, shoulders, right? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna put your hands together around your chest area, slightly bend your legs in. Okay, you're gonna breathe in, exhale, hands down to the side. Okay, so let me back up so you can see. So slightly tuck in your tailbone back here, tuck it in, sit straight, hands around the chest, breathe in, okay? So that's step 2. Step 3, you're gonna out this way, okay? So step 3. Flat, same position. Hands, you put your hands to the side like this at a 45. So your hands go out, and then they come back in, and then they go out to the side. Good. Okay. All right, so that's step 3. So step 4 in the Qigong set. Don't worry about that. It's just the dogs. Step 4 will be let's see, which one? Ah. So you're gonna take your hands. We're gonna turn side to side. So the next one is we're gonna turn side to side. So you can cup your hand, and you're gonna twist, and you're gonna breathe. So you're gonna breathe in, exhale. Okay. So right here, from this, breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. One more time. Breathe in. One more time. Okay. So the next one we're gonna do, that's step 3. That's step 4, excuse me. Step 5, from this position, you're gonna step shoulder width apart, and you're gonna move your hands this way. So 1, 2, okay, and then 1, 2. Okay. So from here, 1, 2, bring it back. 1, 2, bring it back. 2, bring it back. 2. Okay, so that's step 4. Step 5, we're gonna go to this next one. Okay, so you're gonna imagine you see the tree, there's fruits on the tree, and you need to grab the tree. You need to grab the fruit. So I'll show you. So from here, okay, that's like step 6. Okay, this is just a little short set you can do every day to help you. And there's more to it, but that's just a little part of the short set. So the next thing we're gonna do, okay, all right, we're gonna sit still for a second. And just breathe, just breathe. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna gather energy and we're gonna put our hands out. This is called fire. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. So from here, you gather, and then you push your hands out. And you gather, okay. So the next one we're gonna do is water. So we did this way, that's fire. This way is water, okay? 5 times. Okay, so this is just a short Qigong set in order to get your energy warmed up. So the next thing I do is usually start my Tai Chi set. So I do Tai Chi 2. So this set is a short form. It's like it's called a Gong set. So this is good just for building up a little mobility, stuff you can do at the house. You can pay attention, but you just watch me if you want to. It's only 10 minutes, but I'll show you a short form. Okay. So gather. So gather. You gather in a Shaolin fist. So arm. Oh, hey. Here.
Just working as maintenance here.
Oh, yeah, no worries, man.
Thanks.
All right, so it's just a little, it's just, that's just a short set. We'll have, I'll show you some more later, but I'm just showing you a super short set you can do at the house in order to build your energy up. So I'm gonna just show you this one more thing. So we have this thing called Qigong that we do. It's called a Qigong transition. So from this position, just put your arms right next to you. You're gonna pull your hands up, open your shoulders up, pull your arms back in, pull your hands down, come down, right? Back up. So that Qigong transition, it stretches out your shoulders, works out your lower back too. So from here, you go down, gather, grab the other. You can put your arms close, shoulders out, come in. Okay. So you can do that like 4 or 5 times, and that'll help you stretch out your upper body too. Another thing you can do is a bend. Put your arms on the side. You just bend down. that'll help stretch your lower back. And then you can turn one of your legs to this way, either way. And you bend over your leg, your hips. Okay, and then you do the other side. This. These are like little stretches that'll help you. So here's another stretch that'll help too. Okay, so you look up. Okay, you put your hands here. Raise your hands up. Right? So basically your hands are going up. And you put your hands all the way up and you look up. This is for your shoulders. And this is for your neck too. So from here. So you bend your knees slightly. Come up. Stretch. And then come back down. Okay. Stretch. Okay. Stretch. Okay. So I'm gonna show you.
It's gonna be loud, I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries.
All right.
No worries. What's up, Kathleen? So I'm gonna move over here. Okay. So what we're gonna do as another stretch that'll help people and that'll help you too. It's called the teacup. So you imagine you have a teacup in your hands and you gotta hold it. So you're pulling it out, right? Like you gotta hold the teacup, turning it, and coming back up like you're holding the teacup. So what happens is you stretch out your rotator cuff. You stretch out, you know what I'm saying? You stretch out your wrist because it's like you're holding a cup. Imagine a cup is sitting right here, right? So you're holding the cup. Relax. Out. It goes forward, out. This way. Right? Turn. Around. Right? And you go back to normal. So you get your whole shoulder when you go out. You get your whole shoulder. Right? It's really helpful. It's super helpful. And then, so we've been doing upper body. I'll show you a couple of lower body stretches you can do. So we'll probably sit on the ground for this one. So I can show you some simple stuff you can do. So one of the first stretches that I highly recommend that you could do at home, especially if you got a wall, is get on one knee. So you get on one knee, right? And you put your other foot flat like that. So you see how my flat, and you see how the knee is going forward, right? So yeah, this live will be up here. So what you do is you set both of your hands on your knee and then you push forward, right? They say don't put your so let me show you. So this is my knee. Put your hands on and you move forward. Okay? Excuse me. You move forward. Right? Just maintain. Keep your body aligned. Just move forward. You want to keep your foot as flat as possible. Okay? Because you're gonna stretch out your hip. So from this position, you move forward and then you slide your foot back. Okay? So I'm gonna show you again so you can see. From this position of leaning forward, you come back. Okay? And you slide down. So you switch knees. so you can see what I'm doing, okay? So my knees flat, my hands are over, like so, right? Hands are on, push forward. Keep your foot flat, your body flush. Then slide back, and then move your leg back. So you see, I'm like, my leg's back. Then you move forward, and slide back. Forward, and slide back. Okay, this is great. This is a really good exercise, especially if you have a wall. You can put your other foot against the wall, and you can push back like this. Okay, so another good hip stretch, another good stretch you can do. Okay, so you get on your knees. Let me show you. You put your hands down. Okay, hands down flat. You turn your neck to the opposite side of your other arm. You're gonna see what I'm doing. This leg goes back like you're almost doing a push-up, but you put your hand in and look under. Okay, so what that does is stretches out your shoulder, your mid back, right? It's a simple stretch you can do. Stretches out your shoulder, your mid back, stretches out your leg. Okay, so y'all can see. Push up like a push-up position, like push-up position on your knees. Bring one of your knees back. Put your hand where your knee was. Go under. Look up. Okay, that's also the precursor to rolling. That's a precursor to rolling. So I'll show y'all. So you do this. And that's how you can start learning how to roll too. Okay. Another thing you can do with your legs, just sit down. Just sit down. Just squat it. Type shit. When you squat like that, you help to alleviate stress off your hips. Hold on, let me tie this up. This is good for your hips to open them up so you can be ready. Just in case you got somebody. Another one I recommend is this, is the knee. Right from here. So you can stretch out your hip. Your hip area down here. Okay. Same on this side. Just simple stretch. Lean your body back. Come back. Right? You could do that. Or you could just Just simple stuff. It's just simple stuff you could do. Okay, let's see. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you another move you can do. All right, so you put your, do it like this. You put your feet flat, right? Your feet flat. You pick one up and you hold it up like this, right? You hold it up. When you hold it up, you take your arm and you pull down like this. Grab, switch legs. Okay. All right. So we're doing a little bit of stretching, getting that body right. Stretching Qigong type shit. Okay. Set this up. When your adversary pits right, I'll show you. So you're here, right? Come out. Right in that shit. So from here, turn your hand like you're doing a jab over here to the side. So I'll show you. So let's say you're in your fighting position. You're going at a 45. 45, 45, and 90 degrees. Get on frame. I know. You don't get on frame. 45s and 90s are how you get your people. That's how you do it. So if you look at a boxer, right? They coming at you, they gonna hit you, right? A hook is a what? 45 degree. If somebody doing a cross, right? Cross is a what? 45 degree. Right? My duck, pivot, shuffle, and sand. See, you can duck. You can pivot. Hold on, excuse me. You can duck, right? But the key things are the 45 degrees, the 90 degrees, and keeping that chin down. You damn right. Keeping that thing down, right? What's up, Alan? Great to see you. So you got your hands up, right? Me, myself, I'm not an endurance fighter. I'm trying to make sure each hit counts. I am not an endurance fighter. So each one of my hits are more technical. So I want to make sure that wherever I put a hit, it's going to be optimal for that position. Right? Like I use my palms when I attack too. I just don't use fists because with your palm, right? Let me show you something. Right? What happens? Right? You're going to retract your hit and do that, right? So what happens if I miss with my palm? Right? Boom. You have access to grab stuff. So I'll show you. So if somebody hit you, bow. Right? Quick hit. Boom. Cross your head. Now your head turning this way. Right? But if they quick enough, they can out of the way. Now, watch this. If you have your palm, same wave. Boom. Now I got control over your face. See, your neck follows where your body goes. Your body follows your neck. So wherever this goes, your body gonna follow. So if my neck go this way, if my neck go this way, right? That means you leave this side or this side open for optimal positioning to hit them ribs. You know, it just depends on what you're trying to do. And then you have your elbows, right? Your elbows down, up, same thing. Elbows up. So you can use your palm on the opposite arm as control for the other arm. Yes. Yep. You have a lot of, I just remember you're not limited. Most of any style, whatever you learn, is really just physics at the end of the day. Most of your hits are going to be triangles, circles, or squares, or rectangles, right? So watch. Duck, turn, hook, triangle, right? You're doing a cross, right? You come here, cross, right? The cross is like it's sort of like if I'm here and I got so triangle position, boom, that's one. It's actually a rectangle. So this way, boom, like parallel lines. You get what I'm saying? So let's say you hear it, boom, cross, right? It's like a parallel line. That's how you got to see the moves. Instead of seeing them as like styles, you see the moves as the fundamentals of the basics and the physics. So the ribs hurt. Yeah, so I'll show you something. So you have a triangle right here on your face, right here, and you have a triangle right here. Okay, so you see it on your nose area. That's one. Then you have another one right here that goes down. You can see vital points in the eye on the side right here. Like there's a pressure point like right on the side of the nose, as well as the bridge. That's why you see people do this a lot. So if you were doing a headlock and you couldn't get it, you'll pull this up, and then you can put your hand under. So you pull this up, the neck will come open. Anyway. So another thing you can do, if you're jabbing at somebody real quick, if you're just doing a quick jab, you can hit, turn, and hit from this position. So let's say you're about to do a jab, right? You do a jab, you turn your hand, come back down, and hit. Because you can use a hit twice with the same arm, because you're going to bring it back anyway, right? So you're going to bring it back anyway. So as soon as you bring it back, come under, flip, go straight in. So you can get two hits for one. Because as soon as you throw a jab, in some instances, some people would go back. So it's like boom, 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 or boom, boom, boom. So if you boom, then you turn your hand, boom, and come in with another one, that'll surprise people. My grandpa says when the adversary is dazed, you should clothesline them and end with an elbow. Yeah, honestly, if you're already in motion, just use your hands. But I'm not trying to fight nobody. It's not my goal to fight. I try to defend myself. So one thing I recommend to people, any kind of self-defense, keep your hands in front of you. One hand in front, one hand behind. Close to your face, that's one area. Close to your chest, that's another area. Right? Because most people want to head hunt. When they're hitting you, they want to head hunt. Bow, bow, bow. If you're out in the street, one hand out. Because that's extra defense for you. If you're out like this, that gives you more defense. And you can use this arm from this position, right? You have one hand right here. You can block. You can block if you need to, right? You can dodge. You have more dodging area. Okay? Same thing on this side, right? You have your arm's length. Your arm's length. This right here this right here, from the tip of your fingers, right here, this is your green zone outside of this, green. As soon as they get here, anywhere in here, that's yellow. Anywhere near the face, that's red. So green, yellow, red, right? There'll be sometimes you're in weird positions and you can't move back or left or right. So you have to maximize that position wherever you at, right? Wherever you at. So if I need to be able to move. What I tell people is when you're doing your footwork, whatever it is, think of a clock, right? You see a clock, that's your footwork. No matter which direction you take, it's gonna be in that clock. So let's say I'm here, right? And I gotta fight somebody over there. Boom, I can turn right here. If I need to go behind me, I'm right here. Boom. Go do what I gotta do. Because when you're outside, most people, you gotta realize that people don't come alone. Most people are with 2 or 3 people. And your goal is to pacify the situation as best as you can without fighting. But as soon as you got to, it's all action. You got to be wary of your laws and regulations in your state, because even if you beat up somebody or whatever, if you don't know your laws, they can come back and sue your ass. How your ass broke. What if I think of a rectangle? Circular shapes get a little tricky. Circular shapes are good too. So think of a figure 8, like how you do Tai Chi, figure 8s. Boom, boom, right? Circles still apply. Circles, squares, triangles, rectangles. No matter how somebody fights, they're going to use a combination of those. No matter what they do. Like if I'm doing Muay Thai, right? I got my hands up. As soon as my hands come up, that's a triangle already for defense. My knee comes up, right? From that position of my knee, I'm set up like a triangle. So from here, right? Your leg is coming up, right? Boom. It's a triangle position from where you are. You're trying to maximize that positioning wherever you at. So footwork really is about maximizing the power from whatever position you're in. So let's say I'm in a weird position like this, right? Boom. So from weird positioning like that, you saw how my legs crossed each other. Now, in certain people will be like, that's terrible, right? But what you do is set up a spring corkscrew motion. When you turn your, see, you can, right? If I was this way, you set up a spring motion from that position. So wherever you step, so let's say I can't step, I got to step right here. I don't have much space, right? From this position, I have about this much space to work with, right? So I have my knees. Okay, so from this position, you could uppercut, elbow, come down, hammer fist, sideways. From that position, you have this much to protect your head too, like this. Okay. So remember that whenever you go to a concert or a bar, hold your hands up like this. You know how people do this? Put your hands up like this. This is how much space you have to protect yourself around your head, right? It's the width of your shoulders. That's how much space you got. About right there. To protect yourself. Okay? So you see what I mean? Somebody hit you from the side. Somebody hit you from the side. Somebody hit you from this side over here. You can step. Somebody hit you from over here, from this position, you can step. You give yourself an opportunity just to protect yourself, just by having your hands right here. And you cup your hand. So you cup your hand and you put it behind. That way you can protect yourself, right? But you do it like this too, so you can still look at the person. Okay, so you cup, 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 cup. Even if you don't fight, it's a great way to protect yourself. If somebody come in and hit you, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a great way to protect yourself. Right here, cup, cup, right, cup, cup. You can cup. Just in case it's behind you, you can cup. Okay, these are just simple things you can use at home that'll help you. You don't have to be like super fight ready or nothing. Just simple stuff you can have with you, right? It's just like if somebody push you, right? So let's say somebody push you. It's best to put one leg out. So let's say I just got and catch yourself, so you can be ready to do what you gotta do. So let's say I'm here, chatting it up, woo woo, oh, right? One leg down, you step. The reason why you step is you regain your balance. So boom, just in case. It's best to step at a 45. So let's say I'm here. Let's say I'm here at this position, 45. The 45 gets you out of the center line. So people usually go this way to people. Like if I was here, I'm going this way, straight towards you. Okay? So your goal is to get out 90, 45. Just in case. 90, 45, 45. Those are the ways to get out. You remember when I said your movement is like a clock? When you look at the clock, you can go at 2, 6, 8, or 10 on the clock. So from this position, if somebody was coming straight for you, you go at a 45. Okay, same thing here. Somebody coming straight for you, 45. It gets you out of the way. Save your ass. Because you don't know who else is with them too. And if you get at a 45, watch this. Boom. Right? I'll show you again. So I'm here. Let's say I gotta fight this dude. Boom. I got on. So if I gotta hit somebody real quick, boom. Because if it's more than 2 or 3 people, I don't care how much you know how to fight. If somebody come up and bust you on your head, pow, that's your ass. That's your ass. It don't matter how much somebody know. If it's more than 3 people, it's about use anything around you. That's another thing. Ain't no rules on the street. When people tell you that shit for real. If your opponent on the ground, stomp them in the face. That's why you do your best to dissolve the situation with words. Because when it's time for that action, it's action time. It is what it is. Because I don't know who you got with you. I don't know who got weapons. I don't know if somebody gonna come jump me, hit me in the head with a bottle. I don't know none of that. So I gotta do what I gotta do to survive. On the cool. Now you'll watch a lot of self-defense videos and stuff like that. But the key thing to remember is that your life is important. Don't be out here trying to be Bruce Lee or Superman. I'm gonna fight 5 dudes. Gonna get your ass hit in the head. Look, you're gonna look like a WWE wrestler when they hit them with the type shit. Type shit. I be got no way. That's funny. Everything in life is a weapon. Everything. So I'll show you. Right? This is a piece of tree that fell off. This ain't a weapon, right? Right? Let's say I got this in my hand. All it takes is one stab, even if it's a distraction. One stab, one push, one just throwing it in the direction, right? So let's say I'm fighting and I got this in my hand. So let's say I got this in my back pocket, right? You don't know what I got, right? Somebody, I'm like, ooh, all I got is a tree branch, right? I'm like, hey, fam, boom. You saw that, right? That 1 second, they're gonna be like, what? They either gonna move out the way, try to hit it out the way. That 1 second in that interval of me throwing that stick is when you can go for it. So I'll show you again. So let's say I had this as a weapon, right? It looks like a normal stick, right? It's a whip. Some of y'all know what this is because y'all had it used on you when you were a kid. When grandma told you, go outside, go get that switch. I'm gonna make the switch so y'all can remember. Some of y'all gonna remember this one. Go get that switch. Don't be getting no little one. Yo, grandma, yo people, go get that switch. Go get that switch off that tree. You out here acting up. I'm gonna show you how to act up. Right? Watch. Right? Even that few seconds of using something as simple as this could save your life. Right? Let's say I'm fighting, I ain't got nothing. I pick up a tree. Right? That'll give me time to move back. Right? It'll give me time to move back. And the further I move back, the further you got to come to me. Right? So if they come in this way, and I'm moving back. Yep, pick up a bottle, a brick, a rock, or a sock. Whatever you got to do. Bust them in their top. Right? So I'll show you. So you can do come up, come down, see. I used to do some other stuff back in the day. So you could cross, straight across, down, like a hammer fist. You have a bunch of options. Whatever that the item is, the direction is usually a 45, like a bat, 90, straight down. Okay? No matter what the item is, right? So check this out. So if somebody coming at you at a 45, best direction to get out is a 90, right? So let's say this was coming at a 45. Boom. Same thing. This is coming at a 45, whatever the weapon is. Boom. 90. Out of the way. 45, 45, 90. Do you have... That's an assault. That's funny. I'm just using this as an example, as anything in the world could be a weapon. You could pick up leaves. So let's say what? I got bristles in my hand, right? All I need is this. That's what leave. I know that seems silly, but just that 1 second will give you a chance to leave on the coup. Just like, look, you see what I did? I just scooped up some leaves, right? It seems silly. Why would you use leaf? Everything in the world can be used, whatever it is. So I need to escape. They're like, why you got leaves in his hand, right? Doing shit like this. If you can escape, that's first. If you can escape, that's first. Leave. Because you don't know what's going on. You got to pay attention to the scenario. Keep your awareness up. That'll save you more than any self-defense skill on the cool. I don't care how much you know. Your awareness will save your ass before any other skill. For real, for real. Mofos will tell you, yeah, you gotta do this and this. Your awareness will save your ass, right? I'll give you an example. When you go to a restaurant or a bar or a place, do you know where the exits are? Have anybody ever told y'all about that? So if you got a bunch of people with you, do you have a sound you can make? Especially if you have children, right? Teach them a whistle that only y'all can do, like that, right? So if something were to occur, everything's moving around, right? You can sound that out because you'll know where they are. No matter how far they are, you can hear the sound or say a word that's only specific for your family, right? So you could be like pineapples, right? That'll let you know that that person's in distress. You can do this on text message too. For certain people you really mess with, you can teach them like a fruit, vegetable, whatever you want to do. And you say, hey, if you in distress at any time, say this word. If we're out and about and I can't find you, yell out watermelon. You get what I'm saying? That'll help you a lot, especially when you're out in crowds. If you're out in crowded areas, and let's say pop pop pop, some pop off, everybody doing this, running, pop 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 pop. Oh shit, what do I do? Right? You got to find your people you came with first. So the whistling, having a word, the safe word, ladies, that's important for y'all. If you going on a date, right? Same thing for dudes. If y'all going on a date and the person crazy, and you wanna leave and not look rude, if you that type of person, you could tell your friend pineapples. Then she call, girl, you won't believe what happened. I need you to come, and then bam. Or you can leave. You can leave too, but that's just another option. That's just another option. Yeah. So, like I said, most of the time, it's just about staying safe. It's not about trying to attack people or hurt people. It's about protecting yourself. And just if it get to that point where it's about that action, it's about that action on the cool. Because you don't know what people got. I'm a kind person. I like to be loving, not hurt nobody, but I will protect myself however necessary. Anything around me, if it get to that level, that's why the levels of awareness, like trying to talk it out. Hey fam, I don't want no trouble. Stay away. Hey, remember those green that level, your range level outside of your fingertips is green. Right here, like right around here, past your hands, past your wrist, right? So if you hold your hands out past your wrist is yellow, and anything from like midway, okay, so green outside this, right? That's your green range. From here, your fingertips, to your about midpoint, about right here, about right here on your wrist, that's your yellow range. Anything else that's coming in from yellow down, that's red. You don't want nobody in your red area. Okay? So let's say you have your hands out, right? Green, outside, yellow to about right here. Where that middle piece is on your wrist, that's your yellow range right there. Anything past that is red. You don't want anybody in this space at all. If you're in a crowded position, your hands are right here. Okay? In a crowd, your hands are right here because you're going to be tight. So you have this much space, as much space as your shoulders allow, wherever your shoulders are. So if you put your hands over your head and you cup, you have this much space, this much space, this much space. I have about this much space from this position, right? And that's to protect your head, right? If I need to protect my head and keep moving, same thing. My brother, I'm struggling. I feel like God or the universe is ignoring me and big ignoring me no matter how much faith I have to try to manifest an advice. I don't, to be honest with you, I'm in the same position. I'm just living now. I'm just living. I've been calling the universe like, hey fam, what's good, man? What's going on? What's happening? Ready to go. Let's get this next wave. Universe like, hey fam, I'm on vacation right now. The person you're trying to reach is temporarily. That's how I feel. It's like, universe fam, I know you're on vacation. I'm gonna need that universal check though, type shit. But it's okay. What don't give me a handful of sand in the belt. And I feel you, bro. So the one thing I do is just do simple stuff that brings joy to your heart, creativity. So when you're feeling down, creativity or physical activity, those are the two things that'll help like clear stress out of your body. So you see, I've been doing all this stuff today, little stuff. It helped to clear some stress off my chest. Same thing being creative, whatever your creativity is, making music, poetry, writing, calligraphy, swimming, basketball, finding an activity that you like doing. Because you ain't always going to be happy, go lucky. People tell you, oh man, I'm always, nah, it don't work like that. It's like waves on the ocean. You're going to be up, you're going to be down, you're going to be up, you're going to be down. It's just you learning how to be the surfboard, riding in mud, no matter which way it go. That's the key. Because every day it go be pretty ponies and rainbows and shit. People out here be lying to you. If you're happy all the time, you attract happiness. Nah, be for real. Be for real, fam. I'm not saying be depressed all the time. I'm just saying just be natural. That's why you see some people who always look like this. Right? You just go with the flow of what's happening. Because all you have is now. Now is an infinite loop. That's it. I mean, when people tell you there's tomorrow and all this other stuff, tomorrow don't exist. It really don't. The past is gone, tomorrow don't exist. You got right now. You can plan for the future all you want to, but with this Jumanji ass board of life we got outside right now, motherfuckers open the Jumanji board and left that bitch open across this whole world. Nobody closed that hoe. Now you seeing all these new animals coming out. Now you see all these people acting crazy. Just doing wild stuff. Looking like, what the hell going on with y'all? People, you driving. People, you driving like this. People like looking at you while they driving. They still driving, looking at you. Like, I know I ain't tripping. Is this motherfucker just staring at me? He ain't looking at the road. Looking like Michael Myers. People just acting out, bro. People losing their mind. I don't get it. I'm out here in the sun. You see, I'm in the sun. I'm with the sun and the trees. I'm talking the grass. Excuse me. I'm talking with the grass and shit, man. Motherfucker, people. Sometimes you don't want to people. And it's okay. Sometimes you get solstice talking to the trees. Be like, what's up? What's up, fam? Talking to the sun. Just be sitting in the grass. Be like, how are you, grass? You doing okay? Look like you well grounded today. Yeah. It's been crazy. Hey, what's up, trees? You know they can hear you, right? Too, by the way. I know that's gonna sound strange, but I'm gonna show y'all something. So y'all see the leaves on the tree? The leaves on the tree are like ears to us. And this has been scientifically proven, by the way. The trunk on the tree is like the eyes for us. And the tree see us as energy waves. So it's like this. They see us like energy waves. If y'all didn't know that. and it's been scientifically proven. Like the leaves, they can hear you. So when you talk to your plants, your trees, anything you grow, you help elevate it, especially when you play music for it. There's a tool called Plant Wave where you basically connect the connectors to the leaves, and it shows you the music that plays from the trees. And each tree, fungus, mushroom, all kinds of different stuff plays different tones. You can look it up on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. It's called Plant Wave. The trees and the leaves and everything, they sing. I know that's gonna sound strange, but when you use it, you can hear them singing. I know that's gonna sound strange, but for some people, yeah. Oh yeah, and what I'm doing right now, if y'all didn't notice, I'm grounding. This whole live, I've done my whole live with no shoes on. So for the people who don't know what that is, grounding is a way to basically clear stagnant electricity out of your body. So let's say you having anger. When you have anger, it stays in the middle of your chest. When you go outside, the earth itself is like a giant energy transmuting being. That's what she is. She Earth Mama Gaia Mama Kai. I know she tired. She's like, "Oh, y'all all my kids," type shit. But when you put your feet in the grass, it helps to alleviate stagnant electricity out of your body. So all your emotions are energy and motion, all of them. When you're angry, your body has a certain wavelength. When you're sad, happy, it's a certain wavelength. So when you put your feet down in the grass, as an electrical being, you basically finish the circuit. So if the ground is the magnetism and the circuit, right, is basically making a loop in your energetic body, right? So if I had shoes on, right, that electrical loop is not finished, right? It's basically running like it's like running like a half circle almost, right? But then when you put your feet in the ground, it turns it into a full circle, right? And it clears out all that stagnant electrical, like stagnant electricity. So that's why whenever you go to a forest or a mountain or something like that, right, you notice how much better you feel, right? It's because when people tell you this, it's not just hippie shit. Like it stabilizes electrons in your body. It stabilizes your 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 cells. Just like when you put your hand on a tree too, it stabilizes. This has been scientifically proven, y'all, for real. I'm a nature lover, man. It's amazing how connected we are, but we decided to ignore nature over technology. Our life would have been so much better if we focused on working with nature. It's not that we can't have technology. It's not that we can't have it. It's that technology is a mimic of what you can do naturally. I know, like, I know this is gonna sound strange, but your cell phone is synthetic telepathy, right? I know that's gonna sound strange. This is synthetic telepathy. You can do this naturally with this, but with all the heavy metals, all the stuff they put in the air, the electromagnetic frequencies, right? That's what stops us from being able to use like telepathy. But now the poles are shifting. So what that means is right now the energy was thin on Earth for about 6,000, 2 to 6,000 years. The spiritual energy was thin. So think of like an apple, right? An apple, you cut it in half, right? The apple was upside down. Now that the poles are shifting, the spiritual energy is becoming more abundant again. That's why they telling you to focus on your spiritual side, because as this energy comes in with the cosmic radiation that's coming from outside, we're about to have mutations in our body like X-Men. People think that's a joke. People think that's funny, hilarious, haha. People are going through gene mutations right now. People think that's a joke, right? Being in the sun, the magnetosphere on the earth is coming down, which are all those X class flares that's coming in. That's a type of That's like cosmic radiation for us, but in a good way. As that hits your body, your genes start to mutate like X-Men. You think they showing you super cell, three body problem, all them type of movies for no reason? What? What? Y'all think that's just movies, huh? It's called subliminal programming. Y'all remember iRobot, right? Now Tesla got Optimus robots out, right? Optimus itself, Transformers, right? The all spark cube. You know that's called a tesseract. That's real. They use that in a project called Project Looking Glass. That's real. Like, you think they showing you this shit on the TV and stuff for no reason? It's called priming your mind, right? Like, I'll give you an example. For the past 2 to 4 years, how many movies have come out about superpowers, aliens, clones, hybridization, spaceships, different alien beings, different civilizations, inner Earth? How many videos have came out within the past 2 to 4 years? That's called priming your mind. So when you see it, you're not surprised. So let's say I was sitting here, all of a sudden you see a big ass ship. Oh shit, there's a ship right there. Bet. That's crazy. It wouldn't be a big deal. Just like when the governments told you aliens are real. You see how many people didn't trip on it? And people still call it aliens demons, and they just told your ass them hoes is real. Like what? Excuse me. Pardon me. But they just told you them motherfuckers is real. You still doing that stuff with the helmet? Yeah. I'm waiting for my spiritual energy. Rearrange my guts. That's funny. Some people ain't gonna be here. That's all I'm gonna say. Some people ain't gonna be here no more. So basically, how I tell people, is that the earth itself is updating itself. So what that means is that imagine a layer of pancakes, right? We've been stuck on level 3 of the pancakes for all these years, but there was always 12 stacks of pancakes. Now the third stack is moving to the 5th stack. So some of this stuff that looks strange and odd to you is because there's more energy that comes in. It raises your
Call your roommate, let him know what's going on.
Okay.
He'll fill you in.
Thank you so much,
Of
man.
course, thank you.
So basically, what we call, like, when you know how you hear people say raise your vibration, vibration is what's called consciousness density, right? So everything around you is energy. So you see the trees right here, that house, this jacket is just a bunch of energy cells compressed doing this to make a solid form. This is quantum physics if you don't believe what I'm saying. Okay. So as I said before, with the apple, the poles are shifting, right? So that thin energy that was around is starting to become more abundant. And that means your body too. So some of you ain't gonna have this physical body no more. So for some of y'all who don't get that, this is called an avatar, right? Your consciousness or your spirit self, that's your real self. That's your, you have a big ass infinity symbol on your soul or your spirit. It's an infinity symbol right on your soul, right? In order to come into this body, your energy had to compress like this, right? Had to compress, and shake like that in order for it to make a solid. As this energy comes in, that vibration gets faster and faster and faster, and it rearranges your cellular structure. Your cells start, right? You ever seen Mr. Manhattan from The Watchmen when he's in the chamber and that lightning hit him? That lightning is similar to the cosmic radiation hitting us. Some people's bodies might disintegrate. Go watch that scene if you don't know what I'm talking about. Mr. Manhattan, Watchmen scene. It should be like the 3rd or 4th video down. So basically your cells are going to rearrange structure, Right? And when it rearranges structure, some of you might lose this physical body and go into what's called your crystalline light body. That's your God body or your primordial body, whatever you are. Whatever you are. So when you hear the term God body, that's your body of immortality. You don't need to eat, you don't need to drink, you don't need to sleep. You get what I'm saying? But people won't get that. Some people don't get that. How do I raise my vibration? Doing stuff you like to, doing stuff you like to do, creative activities. Besides creative activities, work from your heart space. Whatever vibrates with your heart. So you know how they always tell you, follow your heart, that's your first brain. This your second brain. Your stomach is your third brain. You got three of them. Okay? Follow your heart because your heart is in sync with the earth. I know that's going to sound strange to certain people. Your heart energy has this like a synchronization frequency with the earth. So the frequency used to be 7.81, but now it's moving up to 8 point like 0 or 8.1, which is a huge, it doesn't seem like a lot. That is a huge difference. What that means is your cellular structure is going to change. And when your cells start changing, your God body starts popping off. You know what I'm saying? So imagine one day you go into your refrigerator, you open the door, and then the whole door come off. Right? Right? You wake up one day, you sleeping in your bed, all of a sudden you floating over that hole. Like that X-Men type shit. People think that's a game. They just trying to hide it from you so you don't know what's about to happen. In the next 2 years, it's like 2 to 5 years, y'all gonna see some shit, bro. Y'all thought all them movies and shit was a game. Y'all gonna see some shit. We in the golden age for a reason. Thank you, brother. No wonder I've been so down. I've been stuck indoors. Just go outside a little bit. Even if you, and no luck of nature around, even if you just go outside. You know, if you can't have nature, just going outside. Just being outside for a little bit, it helps to alleviate extra shit off your body. So raising your vibration, you can ground yourself like I'm doing. Just put your feet in the grass for 10 minutes. It adds oxygen to your blood just by putting your feet in the grass. I know that's gonna sound strange, but it's been scientifically proven, bro. You go to my Telegram. It's in my home page. You'll see where it says links. Click on my Telegram. I got a bunch of information on it. And astral projection is real, by the way. The three-letter organization used to do it with the Monroe Institute, for y'all people who don't know about astral projection. So when you astral project, there's a pyramid in your body. There's two of them. It's called a Merkaba. So you know how the Star of David looks in the Jewish religion? That's exactly how that star looks in your chest. So it's called a Merkaba, right? I am on TikTok, but there's it's called a Merkaba, right? So every time you go to sleep, you go through an upside down pyramid. So your physical body, right, is the bottom of the pyramid. Your spiritual body comes up through so imagine a pyramid, like a pyramid. Yeah, like a pyramid, like this. A pyramid like this. Your body comes through the bottom and goes up in order to go into the astral side. And after you go in the, I'm gonna just move around real quick. I like grounding. It's so nice. Let me go grab me a chair. Hold on just a second. Go over here. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna sit outside in the sun. Give me some fresh air. All right, here we go. Give me some sun. All right, here we go. Sit about right here. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, and I am back on TikTok. It's crazy shit. You guys look that up. I managed to hit vibrating state. It's just hard for me to move my astral body. He'll be able to open my eyes. Yeah, it's just practice, man. Honestly, it's just practice. The one of the key things is learning how to breathe. Learning how to breathe and use your oxygen. That'll help you stabilize and be able to use your astral body easier. Creative activities, getting in nature, laughing. Let me pin that. Can I pin that? Yeah, bam. Here we go. That pin message at the top is exactly what you need to raise your frequency. Have fun, be creative, get in there, laugh, dance. I'm with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That neighbor dog. Somebody need to throw a pie at that dog. That dog just be barking all day for no reason. I'm a dog person, but that dog need a pie to the head. One of them cartoon pies. Boom. Oh man. But yeah, I love animals. I used to live in the mountains. We had horses and ducks and rabbits and shit. So I love animals. I just I don't want animals in the kitchen. If I'm at somebody's house and I see a cat on the countertop, I ain't eating nothing in your house. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put your plate in the trash upside down. I'm not even gonna entertain that. Hey, Fluffykins, get off the counter. If I see you sharing your spoon with your pet, I ain't eating nothing in your house. I'm sorry. They be like, a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human. No, that's a fucking lie. That's a lie. Lying like a rug on the floor. They lying. A dog's mouth is not cleaner than a human. I'm sorry. If I see that, you might as well go ahead and put my plate in the trash, because that's what's going to go anyway. Think I'm finna sit there. Hey, Fluffykins, try my new potato salad. Nah, fam. Yeah. I'm just saying, when I came to Colorado, I didn't realize, raisins in a potato salad was real. They really be doing that out here. They favorite Thanksgiving dishes, green bean casserole. I remember one time I went to a Thanksgiving or one of they gatherings. This lady brought potato salad with raisins in it. I had to look twice. I thought it was like mold or something. I looked. I was like, no, can't be. Ain't no way. When you baffled by seeing something. Mm-mm. I said, what's that? Oh, that's raisins. Hmm? You said what? That's the raisins. This how I look. I was like, that's gonna sit right there. Ain't no way. You have to train your cats. I train my cats with the bells. It scared them to death, so now I don't have to worry about exactly. Thank you, man. Bless you, brother. Good to talk to someone that sees the world, nature how I do. Yeah, it's all good. I'm surrounded by corporate people. It's all good, man. Just do you, man. Do the best you can. What is it called when you're aware that you're sleep dreaming? That's called lucid dreaming. Yeah, it's called lucid dreaming. So if you're stuck in a lucid dream, just call out the time. Just say, what time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Because when you say what time is it, you hardly ever see a clock or time in your dreams, right? You like raisins in your potato salad. Nah, fam. If you got that at your event, don't even invite me. There's some people who I didn't see some disastrously dishes coming to Colorado. I'm from Texas originally, and we season down there. Some of these people are afraid of salt and pepper up here. Some places, I'm like, ain't no way you came out here with this bland ass chalk paste dish. Ain't no way. I ain't never seen a dish with no seasoning like this. I'm like, oh my god, it's too spicy. What'd you add to this? Pepper? I ain't gonna say they don't have no good places, but some of the places out here, they be like, all right, it's $185 for this little ass saucer ass plate that come out looking like this. I'm like, is that the sampler? Is that the sampler? Y'all, you're tripping. Be looking like, where the rest at? I don't even let my dogs sleep with me. I love them to pieces, but I have to have, exactly. I like sleeping by my, in the bed. Hey, sugar, what's up, sugar? Sugar, sugar, and leave it there. It shouldn't go any other place. Yeah. Best way to see if you're in a dream is looking at numbers, like digital time. Yep. It always changes. Yep. What they do? I was, it was a journey coming out here to Colorado. It really was. It was a big ass journey coming out here. I came out here with nothing. Nothing. I started off with from scratch. I left everything I knew from my home and came here. So I don't think I ever told y'all that story, huh? I do have a Telegram. It's in my bio on the YouTube. I don't think I ever told people how I got to Colorado. So I was doing this job where I was driving mobile billboards. So you know how you see the billboards on the side of the road? I was driving those. I was in Chicago at the time. I had traveled the country. I went to a bunch of different places, and I was in Chicago, Illinois. And when I was in Chicago, it was a good job. It was okay, but the pay was all right. You got per diem. They pay for your hotel rooms, and you got to travel across the United States. So I've been to like 20, 30 states. 20, 30 states. So, um, let me see. Okay, yeah. I was in Chicago, Illinois at the time. And I was like, I don't want to do this no more at that specific job. So I had I had asked the lady, the supervisor at the time. I said, uh, after I finish this job, I can go back home to Texas. That's where I'm from, Houston. And I asked the lady. No, I was sitting in the hotel room that day after I asked the question. And then I was sitting at the computer and I was thinking, I was like, I was already traveling. I don't want to go back home because I've been seeing too many things. And I was like, okay. And then I called her back and I said, hey, if I wanted to go somewhere else in the country, could I go? She was like, yeah, but it'd only be one way. So I had a free plane ticket to go anywhere I wanted to in the country. Anywhere I wanted to go in the country. And I was like, bet. I was like, give me a day. I'm going to look for a place and then I'll let you know. So I waited a day. I worked and I was thinking about it all day. I was looking up places and I looked into Colorado. I was like, I always wanted to come out here. I participated in Mother Nature at the time and I was like, I'm going to come here for the Mother Nature. All right, bet. So I told her, I was like, all right, bet, I want to come here. She was like, all right, do one more job for us in Bloomington, Indiana. After you do that job in Bloomington, Indiana, then we'll send you over to Colorado. I was like, bet. So I already had my plane ticket, right? Plane ticket, Colorado. I didn't have nowhere to go in Colorado. Check this out. So while I was in Chicago, that's like a day after that, I started looking for jobs out here in Colorado, in Boulder. Boulder's like one of the top 5 richest cities in Colorado. I didn't know that at the time. So I was looking for jobs. Some of y'all don't know, I used to work for a Fortune 500 company and I used to deliver nuclear medicine. So, like medicine for cancer patients and stuff. So, when I was younger. So, what I did was I applied to be like another courier here. And then it was in Boulder. I applied to be a courier. And I put my application in, I put my resume in. They had never seen me before, called me on the phone, and they hired me over the phone. Excuse me, mind you, I have never been to Colorado. I have never been to this place. All I had was a phone interview, and they hired me over the phone. They said, when you come here, you'll come down to our headquarters. When you come to the headquarters, you'll take your picture, fill out the paperwork, and you'll get started the following week. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking, don't nobody ever hire nobody over the phone. This is a scam. This is a scam. Ain't no way nobody hires somebody over the phone without ever meeting them. You know what I'm saying? Without ever meeting them, be like, hey fam, you hired, right? Type of deal. Nobody ever do that. So I was like, okay. So in my mind, I just had faith in myself and the universe too. And I had faith. And I was like, all right, I got the job. So I had a plane ticket and I had a job. So I just put energy and faith into it. I was like, all right. So now I was looking for a place to stay. So I went to Craigslist. I was like, all right, let me look. Craigslist is crazy. I already know. So I go to Craigslist and I find this listing in Boulder to stay with this vegan woman. At the time, I was still eating meat, but she was a vegan, which is so funny because I'm a vegetarian now. I guess it was foreshadowing what was coming. So I applied online. She called me on the phone. She was like, hey, I like your personality. You seem like a chill person, chill dude. You can stay. Bet. So I had a place to stay. So I called, I left that job and I came here to Boulder. She actually picked me up from the parking ride in Boulder because my car was still back home in Texas because I had been traveling. And she picked me up from the parking ride. I knew I was in another place. I don't know nobody. I don't know who would come and pick you up from a stranger. Pick me up, brought me to her house. And I paid her my first month and my deposit. My last check from the job covered my first month and my last month. And I had like $4-5 left afterwards, like $4-5. Literally covered the whole first deposit, everything. Boom. Right? So I was like, okay, I got a place. So I was staying in the basement. And I had never been in the basement. That was my first time in a basement because, Texas don't have basements. In certain areas, they don't have no basement. So I was like, okay. She was just like, don't bring no meat in the house. She's actually a comedian. So if you look up Nancy Norton, she's a comedian. She's pretty funny too. She's pretty cool. So if y'all want to go check her out, her name is Nancy Norton. Shout out to her. She's a badass comedian. So anyway, I got in, I got settled and everything. And that the weekend before I go to work, I was like, okay, let me look for where my job is, right? So I get on the computer and I type in the address of where I was going to work, right? From her house to the job was a 2-mile trail through a park that went directly to the job. If that didn't line up, bro, a 2-mile trail that went directly from her house all the way to my job, bro. That's how I knew I was supposed to be here. Follow faith, universe, the Most High. Just stuck to it and just put my energy into it and just had it, faith into it. Just put my energy into it, man. Right? And I've been in Colorado for 10 years since then. Bruh, I came here with nothing, bro. I barely made it. Everything just coincidentally, it's not coincidence, it just lined up. It all lined up. I'm 35. I'm 35. I'll be 36 next year. I just made 35 in August. Yeah. I I've been around the country. I'm looking forward to going and see some other countries because America tripping. Looking forward to going and see some other. I ain't never left the country, but I've left I've been all over the states, but I ain't never left the country. I'm about to go see some shit. I'm so excited. Y'all gonna see me in Japan. Konnichiwa type shit. Oh man. Yeah, I'm 36. I'll be 37. Oh, congratulations! Happy birthday. Well, happy solar return, Earth Day, whatever you want to call it. Glad you're getting younger every year. But yeah, that's how I got to Colorado. You know, just putting faith and stuff, energy, most high, self, all this. It's nice. You know, sometimes you'll just let go and just go with the flow. And like I said, I've been here for 10 years, bro. You will see how bad it is in other countries. It's not that bad. Each country has their own quirks and kinks. That's really what it is. Every country, like America, our infrastructure is okay, but everything is too high for no reason. Like you go to countries for stuff you buy here, it'll be like 4 times cheaper. What the hell? It don't make no sense. You'd be like, you don't know how good you got it in America. Are you serious? I've been racially profiled just for being this. I've been falsely accused of crimes when I wasn't in the same state. You know, I didn't been pulled over for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You'll find out, though. Go ahead to the Asian countries, see how they feel about racial profiling. The whole world do that. The whole world has done that, especially the people who look like me. I'm not. The one thing I learned is that they have this thing called a caste system in other Asiatic countries and certain other South American countries too. The lighter you are, the more successful you're perceived to be. That's how it was set in slavery. That's how it was set in history and all that shit. It don't matter where you go, you're gonna get discrimination, bro. Unless we take this world back, which is about to happen. And it's either take the world back or leave and go to the soul side. And I don't mind either or. But some beings doing too much here on the cool. 52 and already retired. Hey, go ahead, retire. Are you tripping? Go to Mexico, cuz I've been there. Go to bed, France, Japan, and Asia. Those are dictators. It's okay. We got dictators too. Y'all think America is different because we have so-called perceived freedom, right? But they constantly taking your rights away every day. Censorship, right? Like you get banned for saying the stupidest stuff on social media, for instance. That banning on social media is a precursor for social credit. That's what your credit score that you have is a precursor for social credit. That's what people don't get, right? You see social credit, you know what social credit is? The higher your credit score is, the more stuff you can buy, the more stuff you can do. The lower your credit score, the lower the more you can't buy stuff. So let's say you're in an Asiatic country like China, certain parts of China. If your credit score is too low, you can't buy a fork, a spoon, right? That's what our credit score is being precursored into. I could tell you some shit, bro. The people in the United States have Stockholm syndrome. For real. I want to hear you go. I solved your problem. Go to Uganda, bro. Affectionate pancakes. I don't know who you are or whatever, bro. As much as we like America, they've stolen so much land, so much history, so much stuff over the years. This whole system gotta go. This whole thing gotta go. That's what it is. This whole thing gotta go. It's just suppression. That's all it ever will be, is suppression, bro. If you don't know, Africa is coming up. Uganda, Nigeria, all those countries, they have brand new mineral deposits coming out of the ground. All the power on the Western Hemisphere is moving to the Eastern side again. That's why you see so many people leaving the U.S., right? We ain't ranked high in schooling. Fine. We got the most money in the world, but the lowest happiness rating. Like, we not even in the top 10 of happiest places in the world, but we got the most money. Make it make sense. Our education system is doo-doo sauce. They, let me ask you a question. Why is it that the school system is the same system as the prison system? They get their food from the same place. They teach you how to be in line, like prison, right? They teach you how to have recess, which is rec. You know what I'm saying? You people are threatening to leave. You ain't going nowhere. You're going to stay right here just like Whoopi. So the thing is, there's a lot of people already leaving. That's the thing. I don't know who you are, affectionate. I'm starting to think you're an agent because you just came out of nowhere. And I noticed that when I have certain lives, I don't know who you are. And then the health, the food here, you can eat the same food here in another country and lose weight. Just look at cereal. The cereal here compared to even Canada, outrageous. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that's a, yeah. He talking about go to Africa, bro. Bro, I've met people who've traveled the whole world, bro. I've been meeting people around the world for 10 years. From people from Wales, Australia, Tanzania, you know what I'm saying? Melbourne, Australia, Wales, Switzerland, Budapest. Like, I've met people from all over the world, bro. Traveled to multiple countries. There's some beautiful places out there. All the minority-owned countries are about to start thriving. And that's what people are scared of. All the minority-owned countries are about to start thriving because there's mineral deposits coming out of the ground. Did you know the Sahara Desert is flooding right now? When that water goes back into the desert, they got a lot of treasure sitting in that desert. How many tons of gold did they find in Africa 2 years ago? How many tons? It was like 1.8 million or tons. That's a lot of gold. What? Please ignore that agent. Yeah. True, I moved to the States, and ever since I moved here, I caught addiction, depression, and been manipulated. I miss my country, but I can't go back because I moved here when I was 16. Now I'm 33. Yeah. Life is what you make out of it. Get a lemon. Some people make lemonade. Some people make fine wine. But that's so funny how you say that. Hello. Si este vu? Merci beaucoup. Grazie. Man, I know a little bit. Si este vous? Si este vous? Good to see you good to see you. Life is what you make out of it. That's what they tell you, but how do you make out of life? And yeah, you can do what you want to, but you got to do heinous shit. They don't tell you that part. They always tell you, put your bootstraps on and go and hustle and do this, but you see those corporate people, half of them had money growing up, bro. Be for real. Half of them had spoons in their fucking mouth, or they joined some kind of group or organization that helped with their shit. Some of them may have bootstrapped. A few of them have. Some have. But how far from my country? What have you done for years? Bro, I've done so much. You have no idea. I'm glad you're back. Yeah, gratitude. Yeah, I'm not worried. I've done so much, bro. I've worked on free energy technology, and you talking about what have I done? Bitch. What? Free energy. What you know about that? You must not know. I've been viral on multiple platforms. People know me when I had that crown on my head. When I show people my grounding staff, which I have on my YouTube, which you can see. They don't want people to see that type of shit. Because if we had free energy, everybody would be equal. You wouldn't need to do some of this shit they made. The system wouldn't matter no more, right? Free energy means free water, clean water forever. Free food, electroculture. You can make giant ass tomatoes, giant ass fucking vegetables and fruits and shit, right? Clean atmosphere, clean water. We'll have electric water, alkaline water in the ocean. That's what I'm saying. That's how I found you. That crown is crazy, man. You gotta show me how to make it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got. How come you don't see any houses built out of pyramids no more? Because pyramids gather energy. Houses like this and squares, they trap energy. Your whole body is a bottle, a big ass bottle of energy. And they trying to trap your shit. Your whole city built like a motherboard to trap your energy. That's why everything's in squares. They used to have cities built in circles. They're called cymatic cities. How come you don't see cities built in circles no more? Pyramids. How come houses ain't built like pyramids? Because they don't want you to know that type shit. They want you to think all this new technology coming out. Everything is old, bro. You're getting a rerun of all the technology that's coming out is old. I show people electric cars in the 1800s. They were connecting cell phones to fire hydrants. Like what? Go to my Telegram. My Telegram will show you a bunch of shit. How come we finally somehow are at the beginning of discovering vibrations, move stuff? Exactly. Frequency, frequency technology, sound. You can move bricks. You could type in frequency levitation rocks in YouTube, and you can see how frequency moves rocks. It would be a game changer if it was a circle. Yeah, if cities were built in circles, we would draw so much energy in. And then if we had cities built on water that could move, like Atlantis had cities that were built on water. That's why you see so many places say, this is Atlantis, this is Atlantis. It's because the city used to move on the water. People don't know about that. They used to be built like snowflakes. What you know about being a military? I know a lot, man. Come on now. The military's been had technology. They had 5G in the 1950s. They had 5G in the 1940s. You had to wear a full hazmat suit. The pancake guy shows up and now the whole thing is glitching. Anyway, I know I've been on this live a long time. I'm not worried about them no more. I'm not worried about anything they do. Divinely protected for life, for essence. Helping my people. Now it's time to go. The time to awake is over. This end game. This end game now. All that bull y'all been doing is finished. Done data enchilada. And y'all gonna see real soon. You know the internet toy that helped water drop levitation using vibration. They had that on a whole new scale. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Ain't gonna be no more talking soon. People gonna see real soon what it is. But anyway, y'all can come to my TikTok, Slang and Dangling. That's my actual TikTok, because TikTok keep playing with me. But I hope y'all like this live. This is all for entertainment, educational purposes, all satire, yada yada, enchilada. Tired of saying that shit, but it is what it is. But grateful, glad y'all learned some Qigongs, self-defense, a little bit of history, a little bit of my backstory. You got a lot of information today. I hope you come back next time. If y'all want to come through, just click the links in my home page. Blows my mind how they say my country. It was never theirs. They slaughtered our ancestors and stole their land by changing who we are on a piece of paper, which means nothing. Exactly. That's so hilarious to me. My last thought, when it comes to like real estate stuff, somebody along the line had to steal the land somewhere. It is what it is. Somebody along the line, some people say, I own this. Real estate means royal estate. Nobody owns nothing unless you have a silver certificate. silver certificate in certain states, or certification of land, something like that. Yeah, I think it's like land certification or something like that. Then you actually own the land. But in America, you be renting. Certified renters. What's up, Top Cat? Grand to see you. Yeah, how you gonna talk about this our land when y'all, you didn't forgot who stuff belonged to when you didn't stole it for so long. You a pawn star. You didn't stole for so long. You try to refurbish it back to you like, hey fam, we got this we got this new land for you. We just acquired it. This has been in my family for 100 years. Who stole it? An allodial title. That's what it was. An allodial title or a silver certificate. You buy a house and you're a tenant. Exactly. You're a certified tenant. Unless you own a allodial title or a silver certificate. If you go to another country and buy land, you own that shit. But anyway, I'm finna head off. I gotta go give me a snack. That's mine. I was looking for that. That's fine. I gotta go get me a snack. I'm not trying to convince you to stay. I'm trying to feed you. If you don't like it, leave. It's okay. Some people gonna have to leave, so that's all I'm gonna say. I, I wish you the best affectionate. I don't know if you're a bot or a person. Wish you the best on your journey. Hope you get everything you want. You don't know about the military sign? Well, it's okay. The world is finna change regardless of whether you want to believe it or not. Wish you the best. Hope you get everything you want. Hope you get some good sleep. You get to chill. You get some good food today. Get big and chubby. Eat some good food. Wish you love. Yeah, much love to all of y'all, bro. But I'm about to head out. I gotta go do stuff. But peace and love. You know how I go.